What's up, Orlando? What's good? What's good? Welcome to Orlando area. So we're kind of like in the suburbs right now, but we're gonna drive into town. So this will give you an idea of what the Orlando area looks like on the east side near the airport. So this is the real streets of Orlando. Right now we're in the suburbs, so we'll get closer to the city. And there might be some hoods on the east side. I don't know. Are there hoods on the east side? Who knows? We'll have to find out. A little bit of glare on the screen here briefly, but once we pull this U-turn, we won't have that problem. Out here in this part of Orlando, like Nona where we're at now, it's all a bunch of fancy rich people who think their poop don't stink. But we are about to fly across into the east side of Orlando, where perhaps there's hoods. I don't know, because we've never explored the east side of Orlando. I was on Google Maps last night and I was looking at the east side of Orlando and I was like, where the hood at? And looks like there could be some hoods on the east side of Orlando. We'll find out. We're on Narcosi Road, so if we keep heading south, we'll be in Narcosi, and then there's St. Cloud. But as you can see, if we're looking south right now, when you're facing southbound, the sun's in your face, and I don't want to record with the sun in our face. We want the sun behind us, which means even though I want to do videos in the St. Cloud area, I've been trying to check that out for a while, but we're gonna have to wait until the sun is behind us. So it doesn't make sense to drive southbound right now. It makes sense to drive northbound. So every day as we... What are you doing?
No idea.
Yeah. Okay, we've been here for a minute now. We gotta either blow through this intersection or crash into somebody or something. But yeah, we're gonna show you guys the real streets of Orlando, and traffic is part of the real streets of Orlando. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go up in here real quick. We'll pull a U-turn the other way. Otherwise, we're never gonna get up out here. But as you can see, new stuff going in. This whole part of Orlando is nothing but new stuff going in all directions. So it's a fast growing area. Orlando is growing fast. Who wouldn't want to be in Florida? Who wouldn't want to be in Florida? I just don't understand why somebody would want to be somewhere nice. Put it on air conditioner.
What is wrong with our car's temperature gauge?
It thinks it's 676 outside.
It's not.
It's not. It's cold.
It's like,
but it's in the
42.
Sun. Well, the car's in the sun, so it is. It's not in the 40s yet.
Excuse me.
It's
It
like
is the 40s.
It's in the 40s?
Yeah.
Well, the sun's out, so it feels warmer than that. So like out here, it's all like condos and stuff. It's real neat out here.
Give me.
There's a Pollo Tropical there. Pollo Tropical is like the McDonald's of... It's like the McDonald's of Latin food, basically. That's what Pollo Tropical is.
It's 48 degrees.
48? Mm-hmm. But in the sun, it feels warmer. And it's a beautiful... What a beautiful day to record, man. I've been dying for a day like this.
It's not as...
We went back-to-back cloudy days, man. It's so nice to finally have a cloudy day, a beautiful blue sky day to record.
It's not as humid here.
And it's great that it's cold, because that way our windshield doesn't get too hot.
Yeah.
And we can record longer videos. Like, I got the camera right now in 4K mode. There's no way we could record a 4K mode video. No way we could record 4K if it was like 80 degrees outside. It would like freeze in like 10 minutes. So, and I do have the air conditioner blowing at it as well to keep the camera cool. But yeah, who wouldn't want to be in Florida right now? If you're looking at the video, you'll notice that the car in front of us, the lights are blinking on the camera. And it's because the frame rate and those lights, they're not on all the time. They actually blink, but your eyes are deceived by it. But the camera frame rate is less than that, so it doesn't fool the camera. It'll fool your naked eye, but it won't fool the camera. So that is why this guy's from New York. That is why you'll see the blinking lights on the cars on videos, but you'll never see it in real life. If you've ever wondered why. Like a while back, I was doing a video inside my car and people thought my whole dash was all messed up. There's nothing wrong with my dash. It's just the frame rate does that. And right now we're recording at 60 frames per second, 4K. So you can go into the settings of this video. You can, if you have good enough internet where you live, of course, If you've got bad internet, it's not gonna happen. Katie, what are your thoughts on this area of Orlando?
It's nice.
Would you move here?
Possibly.
Pardon me, madam?
Excuse me.
So what were your thoughts on the hotel we stayed at last night?
It was nice.
What did you like about it?
I slept in a chair.
You were able to sleep better.
Yes.
Hopefully you get better, man. We've been sick for weeks.
Yeah.
And we're tested, and we came up clean. We got better for a few days, and then all of a sudden, it seems like we're going back. But we live in Fort Myers, and where we live now, if the temperature goes out in the 20s, I wouldn't want to sleep in there in the 20s. Yeah.
Can't.
So we got to be on the road. We got to be at a hotel because if
I'll die.
with this pneumonia thing you got going, if you were to sleep there,
I would die.
you would die. Your pneumonia would get really bad. Because it's like in Florida, it's not supposed to get that cold down there. We're in South Florida, so the houses and the heater, you don't have, not like up north where you got heaters and the house there, it gets cold. Because the night we got down to 48, we were freezing inside the house. And then when you turn the heater on, all that does, it makes it worse because in the heater, since you never use it, it's been collecting dust for years. The house was built like in the 90s?
No.
Late 2000s?
Yeah.
So since the late 2000s, that heater's only been turned on like 3 or 4 times. Probably never been turned on. So when you turn that heater on, it's like a decade of dust around the coils. When you turn that heater on, your eyes turn red and start to water from all the dust. So like up north where you use your heater every year in Florida, even if your house has a heater, when you turn that thing on, we were like, so we turned it on that day, we got in the 40s, and it was so cold. It was either too cold or we turned the heater on, our eyes were burning. So
yeah.
At the end of the day, if we got this cold front, maybe after the cold front we can go back home.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to live.
Mm-hmm.
So don't try to send me home. I'm trying to live.
How's that real estate book going?
Going alright.
You read that book more.
I haven't been able to study the last few days.
That's the thing about being on the road too. Like every time we hit these road trips, it's almost impossible for kids to study on the road.
But I have to work.
We're gonna get you that real estate lessons.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to work on one baby at a time. And right now I have to work on this baby.
I could drop you off at the house and I could hit the road by myself.
No.
I'll give you a chance to be at home alone and focus on your studying.
And what, die?
No, after the cold front.
No.
You don't have to come with any trips.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No. I'll drop you off at the house and then I'll spend a few days in Newport Richie.
And that's how your wife gets nervous breakdowns.
When I leave, you're gonna have to learn how to live without me. Eventually, I'm gonna go to different countries and stuff, and YouTube keeps growing. I'll be going to the Philippines and Bangladesh, and Bangkok, and Thailand, and
Oh, good. You can find one of those.
No. I'm not going for those reasons. I'll be going to make YouTube. Why would you even suggest that I would do that? Wow, I can't believe that you would even suggest that. And by the way, that I would fall for that. Maybe I'll just keep it domestic.
Maybe you could just go places with your wife.
Maybe my wife can get a job. And then, because you have a job, you won't be able to come with me on these trips.
Oh, so that's what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, increase our income.
No.
Yeah.
You're trying to keep me at home.
I don't want you at home. I want you out there making me money.
I want you with me.
I want money.
Well, aren't you greedy?
Aren't you selfish? You want me all yourself.
Well, yeah. That's what marriage is for.
No, marriage is maybe some money.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get married to be alone.
I didn't get married for you not to make some money.
Yes, you did.
Nope. You gotta make some money.
Dude.
Money.
Do you even remember our deal?
You're gonna extort me for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
It was a shotgun wedding. It wasn't like I was part of this.
You agreed to it.
You told me you were pregnant. You lied.
Not that. You knew I wasn't pregnant.
Yeah, like after you lied to me.
No, I wasn't pregnant at that time.
You locked me down.
You full knew what you were going against.
All right. You think I knew? I didn't know what I was signing up for.
You tried to leave 3 days before the wedding and then decided you missed me after an hour and came back.
So? So?
You had your opportunity.
So maybe you should learn how to be without me for a few days. They teach you how to value me. Ow! Maybe you can value me better.
Yeah, an hour into it, you'll be calling me.
No.
Where's my stuff?
I'm a very independent person.
Can you order me a pizza?
Have you ordered me a pizza on the road? Yeah, I'll do that. Book my hotels.
Can you book my hotel? Can you get the bank balance for me when you have it on your phone?
Yeah, of course. Though that's what you're there for. Most guys can't even like look at their own bank account without their wives, or like do their taxes. That's why you have a woman.
Ooh, I gotta start working on that.
Yeah, you do have to start working on taxes.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about this.
No, I'm like really concerned.
We're gonna have to pay back a crap load of money.
Oh.
We could write off a lot of crap too. We don't have to get into that. We should make a video. How much money we made in this year?
Yeah.
Somebody asked him before the break on one of his live streams how much he made.
You wouldn't.
Oh, of course he won't say it. It's too much money. It's like a foul. You know how much we make.
Yeah.
Imagine how much he makes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do the math.
I'm guessing 30 times what we make.
He's got to be pulling at least $600,000 a year off
Yeah.
YouTube. $500,000 to $600,000 a year. He can't say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking like what we make, what he makes. He's got to be making about $600,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's profane. That's a profane amount of money.
Yeah.
So now we're, what's this, I-4?
Yeah.
No, this is that lane that goes over there. That total, I think.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. Very fair and unsightly sounds.
Excuse me.
Very unsightly.
Yeah. But I feel good today.
I'm alright.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day to record finally. You know what I don't like about cold days? You get to like haze at the horizon, like you do in Alabama, or it looks like smog kind of. Took her to the oak, Lando, not the oak, Chicago.
Will you give me that Oka towel over here?
Bro, you're like, I hate touristy stuff, and you're always trying to get touristy crap. I hate touristy crap, bro.
Well, yeah. You hate touristy crap because you never got to do it as a kid.
I'm not talking about that right now. I think his car's gonna blow up.
Jose, you're a grown man. If you wanted to go to Disney World, you could go to Disney World.
I'm not going to Disney World.
I think the fact is, you secretly want to go.
Why would I want to go? You not see how much I hated going to the SeaWorld thing?
You like the SeaWorld.
No, I did not. I hated it. It smelled like whale poop the whole time. It's abusive to animals. I know you enjoy abusing animals, but I don't. Poor freaking whales in a freaking box all day. It's probably like gonna like eat the trainer one day when it just can't stand them anymore. Why would you even? It's like cruel, like animal cruelty.
There were other things.
And everybody that was there is like cockfighting type people who enjoy to watch those types of things. Like, I couldn't like. I felt like so I've been like a cockfights that feel more humane than what they're doing to that whale. What the crap, bro?
Excuse me. Don't get mad at me.
It's like inhumane. Like it's like
It is.
poor animal. Like got the animal in a tank, and then there's like retarded people like you who enjoy watching that.
Yeah. Still better than Miami Sea Aquarium.
Get that thing off me, bro. What crap is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
I don't want to have your burgers on me. How about that?
You didn't. It was nowhere near you.
Oh, yeah, it was right on top of me.
Excuse me.
Excuse you, madam.
Uh-huh.
It's like the most inhumane thing ever, and you enjoyed it. Like, I really lost respect for you. Like, when I saw you enjoying that, I was like, there's gotta be something wrong with her.
You're just mad that no one took you there as a kid.
Bro, I do not like it. It's like animal. Like, the whole time I'm there, I felt like so uncomfortable just watching that poor animal there. And then it smells like whale poop. And then you have to walk in crowds of stupid people that also like the smell of whale. Like, it's like I've never felt so out of place somewhere. It was $450, $500 for both of us, and it was expensive. How much was it? Like $240 for both of us. It was like almost $300. It smelled like whale poop. The food sucked. You had to walk in the heat for hours. You had to like walk 8 miles.
This is like Jose's angry rant.
Yeah, I hate it. Why would you even like think that I enjoy that like one bit? I did it for you to make you happy. I would never like ever want to go there again. Like,
I never said you had to go back.
But don't say that I enjoyed it when I did. Because I did.
You did enjoy it?
Stop. Why are you aggravating me on purpose? You know I didn't like that crap.
But you just said you did.
Now you're aggravating me again. You're bullying a lot of crap out here. Hey, Trailer Parks. We should take a photo of the Trailer Park and have that be the cover photo. Like, this is East Orlando.
Yeah, we can take you to Walt Disney World and you can hang out with Grumpy. I'm sure he's
Bro.
like your best friend.
Yeah, and that's exactly how I would feel going. Why would I want to go there, bro? First of all, like, the video didn't even get that many views because nobody thought it was entertaining either. I bet the video probably hasn't got 500 views. Look it up. It didn't get that many views at all. I see a Puerto Rican and a Venezuelan flag right there. We're looking for a road. Can I see a map real quick?
You asked for
I need to
too
see the
many
map.
things.
No. Maps. Okay, it's the next big intersection. This will be a very difficult video to upload, you know that, right? It's 4K, it's gonna be like an hour long. We gotta find a really good hotspot to upload from.
Okay.
Look at this.
467.
468 views. Look at this. 468 views. Not even 500 views on our channel. I could accidentally upload a video of my foot and it would get more than 500 views. I'm not even kidding you. I could like accidentally like just upload I could like butt dial my phone and upload a video of my shoe for 5 minutes and it would accidentally get more views than that. Like people would be more interested in watching like if I just recorded my shoe and uploaded it would get more views than that. Because people would be more interested in like a butt dial video upload than they would in that. People don't care for it. And I don't care for it. And it's animal abuse. That's the other part. You saw the idiot that was saying like some stuff on Facebook? Like, oh, you're jealous. And I sent him a screenshot of what we paid for the truck. Cash. He's like, oh, you're just prejudiced, so you're jealous. You're just racist and you're jealous that white people live better than you because you can't have those things. So I sent him a screenshot of what I paid for the truck. And I was like, you're prejudiced thinking that all Hispanics are broke. Stupid, though. And then I found this other guy on the marketplace earlier today. His Facebook profiles, because if I'm going to buy something off you on Facebook, I learned this in Alabama. If you're ever buying anything off somebody on the Facebook, either buying to or selling to, when somebody messages you, or before you message somebody to buy their product, click on their profile photo. If they have pictures with guns and trying to look like they're bad, don't buy anything off them. If their persona that they're trying to portray themselves violently or like they're bad, don't buy anything from those people and don't sell them anything. If they have a picture of their dog and their wife and their kids, that's the person you deal with on Facebook Marketplace, just so you know. Because that person that's acting like they're bad and gangster, that's the person that's going to rip you off. That's the person that's going to... So look at their profile and be prejudiced. Be very prejudiced. You know, you'll know. You'll know. By looking at their profile, you'll know. If they're portraying like they're bad, or if they got pictures of their kids and their wife and their dog, you can buy it off them. If they're trying to portray like they're bad, well, don't buy anything off them. Because that's the type of persona they're trying to portray when they rip you off, and then they're trying to intimidate you and making you think you're not going to get your money back. So...
I have to see where you did that.
On the marketplace, this guy posted a car, a picture of a car. Oh, that looks good, man. Let's go in there. He posted a picture of a car, and so now we're kind of like outside the suburbs. Let's go in here real quick. This is called Cassandra. Cassandra. This is like a normal looking neighborhood. The houses are all like right up against each other, like in the 70s, maybe 80s.
I like these type of houses.
So he's trying to sell a car, and he says, if you say, is it available, I'm not going to reply. It's $1,500 sight unseen, and it's just have one photo of the car. So they're trying to sell you this Ford truck, and they only have one photo. One single photo of this thing. They don't even have like a whole collection of photos. One photo. It's $1,500, and it says sight unseen. You know, if you want to buy it, this is the only way you can buy it.
Sounds like a scam.
Sounds like a scam, yeah. It's definitely fishy. You know, they're hardballing before the negotiation has begun yet. They're already hardballing. Well, I go on there and I look at his Facebook profile, right? And he's got pictures of like islands and, you know, all these fancy things, and like the guy looks like he's like a billionaire if you look at his profile photos, right? Right, okay. You know, he's like portraying like he's a billionaire. Alright. Says he lives in Fort Myers Beach. By the way, it says he lives in Fort Myers Beach, and I've worked in Fort Myers Beach a lot, and I know the type of person that lives in Fort Myers Beach. I'm like, I doubt it, right? So then I look at the actual I look at his listing, and I look carefully at the house in the background and the electric post, and I'm like, dude, this guy lives in Lehigh. He lives in Lehigh. Look at this. This is how vague people are. He lives in Lehigh. Look at the map real quick so I know where we're going. He lives in Lehigh, because I'm looking at the house. Okay. Looking at the house and looking at the electrical posts, and unmistakably it's those concrete posts I use in Lehigh.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, I'm also looking at the vegetation, the type of grass that's growing in the photo.
Lehigh.
I'm looking at the vegetation. When you look at the vegetation, when you look at the electrical post, I'm like, bro, this is Lehigh. So I texted him. I said, hey, bro, you live in Lehigh. Why does your profile say Fort Myers Beach? He says, I'm selling it for somebody else, and he blocked me. So his profile says that he lives in Fort Myers Beach, but in reality, he lives in Lehigh. Can you imagine, like, being that fake, where your Facebook profile says you live in a fancy part of town, and you live in the worst part of town?
I know, right?
Like, imagine if, like, on my profile, if I said I lived, like, in Naples Park or something, or
yeah,
knowing dang well I live in Lehigh. So fake, bro. So yeah, when you see something for sale on Facebook Marketplace, it's not just what they're selling. Look at their profile. Are they trying to act like they're hard? If they're trying, I don't care what it is, what type of deal it is. If you look at their profile and the person looks shady, you know, then don't deal with that person. They're trying to portray that they're bad and they're, you know, they're tough, and or or they're obviously like the photo of the listing is in the hood, but the profile photos and stuff that they're trying to portray like they're somebody they're not. Then you're like, because it's like you'll see people like one guy a while back. I listed, my old work trailer.
Yeah.
It's a piece of crap. It's a nasty piece of crap. Like, it's embarrassing, my old work trailer. I'm using it right now for storage. I put a tarp over it and I store stuff in it. Stuff that I don't even know why I have it. It's like junk, but whatever. I posted that on the marketplace for $1,800. It's probably not worth $1,800. If somebody says $1,200, I'll say come look at it. Okay. The guy's profile photo. This person's selling flowers and holding a sign. That's kind of trashy. The person's profile photo is he says he lives in Lehigh, but his profile photo is of a Rolls Royce. So he took a photo in front of a Rolls Royce.
Oh my gosh.
And all his photos are of like luxury, like clothes and Gucci belts and Louis Vuitton belts. Like the dude's like portraying he's like the most like wealthy and it's fake wealth because that's not what rich people do.
Mm-mm.
Rich people don't post up pictures of your profile photo. A rich person's profile photo isn't a pro. There's somebody over there begging as well or doing something. They have people on all four corners selling flowers. Is that what they're doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty trashy. Alright guys, so I think around here it might get a little bit more hood. We're heading north on, what's this road called, babe? Semoran? I don't know, something like that. I'll look it up when I see it. There's a lot of Latin restaurants in this part of Orlando. This is probably the only part of Orlando we've never been to before.
Wealthy people usually have like pictures of their families.
Yeah. Professional, like normal. Actually, they don't even divulge too much about their lives. Like rich people really don't.
Like you might have like a beach.
It's Semoran. Semoran. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Semoran. Something like that. Semoran. Well, rich people don't do that. Like rich people don't sit there and like just like have their cover photo. You think a guy who really drives a Rolls Royce, his cover photo is gonna be the Rolls Royce for his Facebook profile? Well, anyways, he messages me and he says, "I'll give you $1,000 for it." Now, when he shows up, he's not gonna show up with $1,000. He's gonna show up with like $700 or $800. Now that's how that works. So here it looks like apartments, kind of like crappy looking apartments. I'm sure everybody around here is not the best part of Orlando. So he says, "I'll give you $1,000." When he shows up, he's not going to show up with $1,000.
He's going to show up with like $500.
Yeah, and then you're like, so you don't do that. But, so in reality, on social media, these people they portray they're rich and they look like they're living this fancy lifestyle, but they're not really living like that. People who live like that keep it to themselves. Mm-hmm. Like they don't really There's like 4 kids on that street corner right there. What are they doing? They're like clapping at cars or something. What is the apartments? Let's go out here real quick. See what it's like out here. There's a bunch of kids running around. Going to school. School's out.
No, they're just
hanging out. Yeah, some of these apartments back here off of this road are really bad. Mm-hmm. All these apartment complexes, especially north of like when you get back that way, it's a bit more crappy. High Tides Area Seafood. There's a crab store here. Popeye's over there. Really pushing it with this 4K video being this long. The phone's getting hot. Let me turn on the AC.
I haven't had seafood in a long time.
I know why, which is dumb.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big file. Eventually it's gonna just fill up the memory and stop it being randomly. So the video stops randomly, she just saw the memory got filled up. Let me run some cool air past the phone, it's getting hot.
Yeah.
And also charge it, we'll have to charge it too because it also takes up a lot of battery.
We may be getting toward the time of year Where we take your dad to the seafood place.
Yeah, just to watch me get high blood pressure.
He loves seafood.
But he's not supposed to have it.
He's not. Yeah, he's not.
It's like I bought him seafood like last year.
Yeah.
Took him to a seafood restaurant. I love.
And I told you that you needed to bring him back so we can take care of him. Nope, drops him back at his house.
This is starting to get trashier around here.
Yeah.
I need a map when you get a chance.
Yeah.
How's that upload going for earlier today?
I don't know. Let's go.
There's really good signal here in Orlando.
Coming up on Five Flags Boulevard.
Is here? Remember, is it on my phone that I saved like 5 places that I wanted to check out?
I don't know.
We're getting close to it or no?
Usually you save them on my phone, then I can't pick them up on the other phone.
Gotcha. So up ahead, up ahead when we get to about the intersection of like where the Bachata Breeze is. By Curry Ford, once we get to Curry Ford, there's a bunch of like crappier neighborhoods down that way. Big lake right there, looks nice. Now, Orlando, you have a lot of contrast neighborhoods. Like here, you got this big lake, so like the houses on the lake are gonna be big.
Yeah.
Big giant lake houses. So you have like a lot of contrast neighborhoods in Orlando. A lot of contrast. Like once, like all these apartments are gonna be crappy, but if there's a lake in this neighborhood, the houses right on the lake are gonna be really nice. So it's like a contrast type of neighborhood. Lots of contrast neighborhoods. And these condominiums here, they'll put up palm trees and make it look pretty. But if you look at the ratings and reviews, they're still like, you know, crappy apartment complexes. I don't think it beats living in freaking Columbus, Ohio in the winter, or Cleveland, Ohio, or Dayton, Ohio, or anywhere in Ohio, really.
There's Starbucks.
There's Starbucks. You know,
It's called Clicks.
This reminds me of West Palm Beach looking area. It's like a West Palm Beach looking type of area. Lots of apartment complexes.
Their Golden Corral went out. It's going to be a storage facility.
That sucks. Well, the whole COVID thing's just destroyed buffets.
Yeah. Beal, Beal.
Yeah, there's a lot of Latin restaurants in here.
Beal, Beal.
Can you stop doing that, Katie? Wow, it's annoying.
Whenever there's beating going on in a car, it's you.
American people are always beating on stuff.
Stop trying to blame that on me. That's you. You know it.
American people are always trying to... Oh, let me get a flag right there.
I am a very, very quiet person. Why would I start beating on something?
Like around here, it's going to get trashy.
Huh. There's someone sleeping right there.
Yeah, this little area is trashy. Like the next mile is like... You can tell on Google Maps that it was really trashy.
Sedanos!
Sedano? Maybe the hell is Sedanos?
Yes, right there.
That's like a Miami thing too. They're up in Orlando now. Is there a mural on the side of Sedanos? Because if there is, I want it for a cover photo. There's a Polo Tropical right here.
And there's someone sleeping over there too.
Yeah, there's people sleeping everywhere. Let's see if I can zoom in, take some photos for the cover. I might be able to find a good cover photo. There's like people sleeping on the sidewalks and stuff. I'm gonna do a video on homelessness. I gotta start recording homeless people. Well, we can just find it on our reels. I'm gonna do the top 10 most homeless cities in Florida. Because Nick Johnson did some videos on homelessness and he got like 3 million views. So it seems like a good topic. I gotta do some. Oh, look at that mural. It's got like the Cuban flag and oh crap. Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Crash. Really pay attention. Sedanos has a Puerto Rican flag mural. Interesting.
At Curry Ford Road.
Yeah, this little area is trashy. All these apartment complexes back here, like they look like really trashy. And they're really bad rated. That's what's weird about Orlando. Like, it's not so much like bad looking neighborhoods. It's more like just a lot of people hanging around, like lots of homeless people. It's a very strange city when it comes to like bad neighborhoods. There are bad areas. Like if you spend some time out here, after a while, you would understand what I mean by there's bad areas in Orlando. But you wouldn't know off the top of your head. It's one of those things that, like, you know, you got to spend some time out here to kind of figure it out. Let's go back in here, try to find some apartment complexes off of La Costa, which is Spanish for the coast. It's very strange because Orlando like doesn't have. It's got a few older neighborhoods that are run down, but for the most part, like this area here's not the best. But it doesn't like, you know, like it doesn't like resoundingly look bad. You just have to like look for it. And there's bad elements like homelessness and all that, and like bad, crappy apartment complexes and stuff. But it's kind of like now it says it's 52 because it's in the shade. You know what I mean? And the temperature is supposed to be what, 48.
When you were a kid, did you ever go to a McDonald's that had an outdoor play area?
Yes. You got to go inside the ball thing. Are they getting rid of those things for some reason now?
The ball thing, yeah, because people are putting things that should not be put in them.
People are so stupid. You can't even like this is gated, but it looks really hood. Like this kind of looks hood.
Residence entrance only.
Yeah, like you can't even go in there. But you can tell it's not definitely not a luxury apartment complex.
Yeah. Where it was like a hamburger and you were in jail inside the hamburger.
Am I blocking the road?
Yeah, there's like a Nissan Leaf coming.
I'm gonna crash into him like a leaf. I'm gonna Yukinator. See, like it's like they're all like kind of gated and like it's a strange type of hood. It's, you can tell that's not like the nicest thing in there. Orlando's this is not the worst part of Orlando, by the way, by far not the worst part of Orlando.
Yeah.
There's some really bad parts of Orlando. This is just kind of like bougie suburban, like not the best but not the worst type of suburban parts. You know what I mean? Like it's not the best neighborhood, but it's not the worst. It's just like a suburban type of mess. Tampa's got neighborhoods like that too. Like off of Waters, for example. It's not like your typical like rundown hood, but there's still elements in the neighborhood. West Palm Beach has that, Tampa has that, Orlando has that. And that's what people from other states don't get about Florida. Like, you go to Detroit. I'm like, yeah, there's places.
It doesn't have to be abandoned to be a hut.
I get that comment 20 times a day on our channel. You should go to Detroit. We did go to Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit's got some great freaking suburbs like Troy, where they have Nordstrom's to buy $400 jackets. Stupid. You know, like, I mean, we're just dumb. It's like, they're like, oh, we don't live in Detroit. You know, like, not everything's bad about Detroit, but you wouldn't know that because you haven't been there. You know, it's like there's people that like they live in a crappy situation, but they think they still got it made, especially in Florida. Yeah. There's so many people in Florida who live in a crappy situation, but in their minds, they think they're living in some paradise, but they're not. You know. Somebody was mentioning a comment earlier. It's a very interesting perspective. Yeah, Florida will fool you into thinking you're rich when you're really poor.
Yep.
I had never looked at it that way. I was like, wow, this person is a genius. I think we're definitely going to have to cut this at 45 minutes. I couldn't possibly imagine running more than 45 minutes on a 4K video. Yeah. But there's probably going to be nothing like it on the internet. Yeah. So it already like puts you at a... If we can upload it. If we can... We might have to run back to... I think what we're going to do at night, even if we don't stay at that hotel, we know how to get into their Wi-Fi. And like we park at that parking garage for like 2 or 3 hours and just unload everything. Or maybe even like.
Maybe what I've noticed about Orlando is there is killer signal everywhere.
Everywhere. But nothing, I've never seen anything like that hotel. And to upload a 45-minute video that's all in 4K, you're definitely going to have to be near signal that strong. Like, the video we're uploading now is incredibly massive. How's that going? And we started uploading it right when we started drive to. Like, right now it says it's going to take 28 hours to upload the video. It's 34% done. So this neighborhood right here doesn't have the best signal. And I think what we do is, at some point in the day, we go back to that hotel, park in the parking garage on the top floor, right across from our room, and we knew our room had really good signal. Try to tap into their Wi-Fi, and just hope that we can hope in everything we can that we can, you know, get better signal. Oh, you can go underneath the expressway and go to the other neighborhood. Cool. I didn't think. I thought the expressway would be like a barrier. I didn't realize there'd be a bridge underneath. That's pretty cool. Any homeless people sleeping down here?
No.
Azalea Park. All right, we made it all the way to Azalea Park. Now, this is a neighborhood I want to make a video of. Just this neighborhood. People have mentioned it a lot. Some houses look kind of run down. It's kind of hit or miss. It's definitely an older neighborhood for sure. I would love to do a video.
I like older neighborhoods in Florida.
I like older neighborhoods like this, but usually they're the hood.
Yeah.
You know,
that's usually what the consensus is. Like the newer houses, it's more.
We're gonna have to do a video just this neighborhood. Just this neighborhood.
It's more affluent, and then when the affluent people move out, when it starts to get older, then the middle
class, and then it's left to like once it's beat off.
Yeah, lower class. Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna stop this video 45 minutes. I think we'll try to upload it from that hotel though.
Yeah.
Because throughout the city, we're not gonna get enough signal anywhere to upload something that massive.
Yeah.
That is the fastest signal I have ever seen on anything. I love how that house has a yellow door, blue paint, and metal bars on the window. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I should have took a screenshot for a cover photo. That would be neat.
Yeah.
There's like a roundabout here. Yeah, I've heard a lot about this in Azalea Park. Glad to finally be here to see it firsthand. And we'll definitely have to do a video of just this neighborhood. Because this is like a really requested neighborhood. So I think we maxed out our memory card on all the phones, and then we'll run back to the hotel, upload, and then run back out again. Because the signal there, it's really. But it took 45 minutes to get here. It took 45 minutes to get here. And we have the other phone in this car. Is the old phone in this car? Is that in here?
No, I don't know. I thought it was in the truck.
I'm not sure. You got that drive. Mimosa drive. Isn't that a drink?
Yes, mimosa is a drink.
It's pretty trashy. I live on Mimosa Drive. What am I drinking, man? These older neighborhoods, when they get like this, they just kind of get run down. Look at the lawns. Nobody like waters their lawn or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a rundown hood. It's not like, oh, it's totally run down. It's not like that, of course, but it's also definitely not like, you know, it's definitely not fancy anymore. Kind of has like a Miami Springs type of vibe. Big oak trees. Look at the size of these oak trees. I love it. Yeah, I can't believe we're actually here. I never thought I'd have enough time to make it. Ooh, for rent sign. Now here's an interesting thing. On the corner of Dahlia Drive and Oaxacalis Drive. Oxalis Drive and Dahlia Drive. There's a for rent on the corner, so if you're looking for a rent in Orlando, there you go.
Oxley